how to calculate your ideal body weight and what is actually the ideal body weight. Does it actually exist? We all have this kind of questions that you are maybe as well asking yourself, and there are so many answers on the internet. There is this kind of BMI scores, there is probably, if you just can Google, it can be different kind of tables, what an ideal body weight is. Today I'm gonna give you a clear picture, a clear guideline on how to find out your ideal body weight range. Now, before I answer the question of what's your ideal body weight or your ideal body weight range, I wanted to mention to you that there is no ideal body weight. Now, may this sound surprising, but there are just so many factors involved that you cannot pinpoint like one specific weight, and if you hit that, that will be ideal and life will be awesome. That isn't how it works. So there is ideal body range. Now, why there is a range? Our body or our body weight there are several factors involved. Like, for example, how is your muscle to fat ratio? So somebody who is has more body fat and less muscle maybe as well hits a good body weight, but it doesn't look that aesthetic. So it actually depends on what goal you are pursuing as well in terms of body weight. Is it to improve health markers? Or is it just to prepare yourself for a marathon? Is it maybe that you're a boxer and you have to go down and hit the ideal body weight for the boxing ring? Now, probably if you're in this channel and watching this video, you may be interested of the goal of achieving that gentleman physique. Now, what is a gentleman physique? We have made a video series, well, actually a video specifically speaking what the ideal gentleman physique is. Just check in the description. We're gonna set a link to that video so you can check it out. Now, to keep it brief, a gentleman physique is something that you maybe see in movies like the celebrity characters, or if you watch some of these Hollywood movies that you see this superhero or this warrior. And I'm not talking about the super jacked warriors, I'm talking about the aesthetic ones that most women actually love as well. So in terms of body weight is also influenced by your hormones. For example, if you are stressed out and in your day-to-day job and you produce a lot of cortisol, and cortisol is actually saving more water under your skin. So this is actually also influencing the body weight. So we're speaking around here 2 to 3 kilograms where your body weight can be influenced. But more than that, let's get back to what's the ideal body weight range is. Now, let me take a pen and we're gonna check out what ranges there actually exist. Now, if we're gonna put a line and 3 different kind of points, then as we see, there are different kind of ranges. This is like the first range, and this is the second range. Now, what are these ranges? These ranges are depending on your bone density. So, if you have thick bones, you tend to have an ideal range in the upper class of body weight. If you have more light bones, then it is more in this category. So if we were to set if we were to describe these ranges, then this will be like light bones, this is middle, and those are heavy bones. So how do we identify what bone density do we actually have? Well, maybe you already know your bone density, but there is a very good experiment that you can do. And it's not extremely scientifically proven, but it gives you a really good idea of where you can categorize yourself. So it is to take your hand and around your wrist, you then check if your thumb and the middle finger are overlapping. If they're overlapping, means you have light bones. If they are just sort of hitting perfectly, then it means that you have more middle-sized bones, or middle density bones. And if they are not hitting at all, means you have more heavy bones. Now, maybe you have, so if it's overlapping, then you're here light. If it's perfectly fitting, then it's middle. And if it's not hitting at all, you have heavy bones. Maybe you have heard of the somatotypes, like there is this ectomorph, mesomorph, endomorph. We're not going to go over those specific somatotypes in this video. It'll be something for the future, so make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive those videos as well. But in this case, there are different kind of numbers that you can calculate for yourself. Like, to calculate your ideal body weight, you will have to take your height. Like, for example, I'm 180. So you have, for example, 180 centimeters. And now, depending on your bone density, you have to subtract a specific number. For light bones, it is to subtract 120. For middle is 100. And for heavy bones is 88. So I have, for example, 180 centimeters, and I have more light bones. So ideal weight will be 68. Now, our body weight ranges, okay? So it's always between 68 and 71, somewhere in the ballpark. I am at 69 at the moment, so it's cool. Anyway, if it is middle-sized bones, then you will have more this number, between, around 80 centimeters. 80, yes, I'm talking about kilograms here. So then you have 68 to 71 kilograms. With this, you will have around 80 kilograms. And for heavy bones, you will have around, I have to calculate this, this is around 92 kilograms. Okay, so now we have these kind of ranges. Now, this is not a specific number as I mentioned before. You will have to find out you're somewhere in the ballpark over here. So if you are light bones, you may be around here. If you are not sure, like you're light bone, but you think you are still middle, then you are here. If you are middle, but you think you're heavy, then you're here. And if you think that you're more heavier, then you are here. And like this, you can go on and on on how specific you can get. But these are really good numbers, really good metrics to think about when you would like to find out your ideal body weight. Now, the most important thing over here is that these are good ranges that you can go for, but the most important thing is how do you feel in your body, in your new body weight. Well, if you, for example, hit 70 kilograms, how do you feel? Do you feel comfortable, or do you feel like energy depleted or energy drained? Because maybe it is so low that you cannot focus in your job, and maybe you'll need to bump up a little bit more your body weight. You can as well think this of body fat. Like some people, they are really happy with between 10 and 11% body fat, but there are also some people that feel better between 14 and 15%. So if you want to hit those numbers, you will have to ask yourself, how do you feel in that new body weight? The other thing that you have to see, if your goal is this kind of gentleman physique, then look at yourself in a mirror. And if you see that you already have a really good shape, or you are satisfied with what you see in the mirror, then you don't need more of these numbers. You just see how you look in the mirror and you feel good, and then you just focus on that. And the last thing is check as well your health markers. Like if the body weight is healthy for, like, on your blood tests, or for example, then that's actually a very good body weight range that is for you. So if you want to calculate your ideal body weight, this is the calculation. It's fairly, is a very good, it's one of the easiest one to calculate your ideal body weight range. And otherwise, if you have any questions in terms of how to, for example, lose weight, or even kind of questions to this ideal body weight section, then comment below. And if we like the question, we actually going to announce it in one of our future videos. And otherwise, if you liked this video, hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive more awesome videos for gentlemen like you.